Can you see my logo?
Nobody can hear you.
Should have a rod.
Alrighty. All right. So let's see, where are we here? Okay. There we go. Hey, Parade, how are you doing? I managed to make it on tonight. There's a little bit of a delay. I just have to get one thing. One second. Hang on. There we go. Okay. So how was your day otherwise? Did you have a good day otherwise? Cool. I'm doing better today. I'm a little bit more rested today than I was yesterday. I was exhausted yesterday for some reason. I don't know why, but I was. Just change the filter on here a bit. Hang on one sec. Actually, that's a better one. Oops. You need to think about, was there a question that you had in regards to this today, or did you want me to assist you in any way to figure out what maybe you've been pondering your mind about, if you'd like? That's what I'm here for. Just going to change the filter. I don't like the filter. Some of the filters are just wonky. Should we do a black and white one today? Let's give it a shot. Why not? Try something new, right? Is there a question that you wanted, maybe some insight on today as well? Before everybody starts showing up and asking for readings. Where are you from? Are you like US side, Canadian, international? It's kind of nice to know where all my viewers are kind of tuning in from. Be a part of a good feeling. Okay. In the Midwest. Oh, okay. Actually, no, I didn't know that. Is there anything that I can do to help you with that at all? That's what I'm here for, is to offer my assistance, right? So, are you like feeling like depressed and everything, just kind of like low energy? Things don't seem to be working in your favor, kind of thing, or is there an underlying root to this? Okay, so if that's really bringing you down and it's draining a lot of energy out of you, maybe take a break from that whole situation for a little while and just kind of let the dust settle, maybe. Um, you know, maybe the guy's got things going on, maybe he's got engagements that he has to be at. There's always, you never know what's going on in the other person's life, especially when you're in a new relationship like that. People are, they act kind of funny that way, right? Maybe he's got other engagements, hanging out with friends. Maybe he's not putting forward the energy because he's not, maybe, I don't know, maybe he's not interested. Do you want me to pull a card and see where his head is at? We can pull a card and see kind of where his head's sitting at. Okay, so we're going to pull a card for Sim in regards to the current relationship that she's in. Is there any advice from Spirit and the Archangels on how for her to maneuver the situation better, or is there advice? Or is there some clarity that we can give her today in regards to helping her, with this situation? Because we got a bunch of jump cards. I'm not going to take them right away. I want like accurate cards today. So if we could pull a card for Simpay to help her adjust better to the situation. We'll get one for Simpay. All right. Okay, so we definitely have that situation showing up in the cards. There's you and there's him. So the cards that came out were, what is this one? The Knight of Wands, and then we have the Eight of Cups. Okay, so I feel that this is his energy, and I feel that this is your energy coming out. Like you're wondering, you're hoping, and kind of like wishing upon a star to get answers, and you're asking the universe for the answers, right? So I feel that this is definitely in correlation to your situation. You're not quite sure where you belong as far as a relationship is concerned, as far as what energy he has you placed in, as far as his personal experience. But I do feel that he's used to being single. Like maybe this is a new thing for him. He's been single for quite some time. Um, he might not be prepared to want to settle down right, like to get like totally engaged in a relationship right now. He's kind of feeling the waters, I think, to make sure that, this isn't another, um, energy drain for him, like mutually agreeing on things. But I feel that he's got a lot of stuff that he's trying to come work through right now. There's a lot of baggage that he's going to bring to the table that he may not have worked through. So maybe that's what he's maybe contemplating on, letting some of those things go, or removing them from his life, right? So maybe he's on his own little path right now, not even focused on a relationship at this current state. He acknowledges that you're there, but he feels like he has to do whatever it is on his own for now. So maybe that's spiritual growth. Maybe some things have come up in his life that he has no control over. But I don't think that he's moving. He's not moving away from you. He's got his head kind of buried in the sand, and he's moving forward and trying to get through day by day for him, right? So there's obviously something going on that has been bothering him for some time that he needs to focus maybe some energy towards. But I don't feel that he's right. He's not moving away from you. He's looking at the situation head on, right? Because he's looking straight ahead, and it's almost like whatever he has going on in his life right now, he has to focus on it. And maybe a relationship would kind of maybe kind of set that tone a little bit, not in a good way. You know what I mean? So there's challenges that he's having to face head on, and he thinks that he can do it alone. So it just maybe be of a support to him, and let him know that you're there if he needs anything, just as a support. Maybe not pursuing the actual relationship. Let the relationship itself grow on its own. I think that's would be the best. If you both have not been in a serious relationship, you're both kind of maybe steering away from that idea for now. um, but just keep coaxing the universe, and offering your assistance and guidance to him, spiritually. um, but I feel that you're a water sign. Am I right? Are you the water sign? He's the earth or fire sign. Aries and he's Aries. Oh well, there you go. So I feel that he's definitely revealing himself through the cards, and I feel like there's a lot of water in yours. But I'm not sure, because this is like, she's surrounded by water, and the moon. So this could be a Cancer energy here. You know what I mean? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, water energy. That maybe that's correlating with your emotions as well, just to prove that you're having a little bit of a hard time with your emotions, but not to focus too much into it. There's when it aligns into a perfect relationship, you'll know when he wants to move forward. But maybe he's kind of taking an external look at things at this time. But he does have a lot of stuff that he needs to work through that he's not, I guess maybe he's not even willing to look at, like he's not acknowledging that it's there, but it's there. Sorry. But I feel like you're sitting there in wonderment how to better maneuver it. So I'm gonna pull a card. I just need some water there. And we're gonna pull a card as to where is this relationship heading? Is there a positive outcome for this? We're gonna find out what the outcome is. But you're both on your, you're definitely both on your own path. Um, like I don't see a separation, but I feel like there is a bit of a separation spiritually between the two of you. Maybe he's just learning about this stuff. Maybe he's not even aware that he has these blockages that are currently blocking him from, maybe achieving or moving forward. Um, because I feel that he's rushing through a lot, like he is looking for answers. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. So he's feeling that, maybe financially, he may have some financial issues going on with him. That he's not really, he's worried about having to spend more than what is deserved. Like I guess maybe other relationships might have brought him into a state of, financial support, like being pampered and just money hungry is what I'm feeling. And he's very selective as to who he wants to share his life with. He's coming to a stage in his life, I think, where he's like settling down. He wants to settle down with someone, but doesn't want to make a harsh, quick to judge kind of energy on a relationship. But I do see that he's moving in a direction of wanting to settle down and, settle down, plant roots, be able to not have to feel like they're always on the go. He wants to like slow down his life. And maybe that's what, maybe he's having a spiritual growth, like the maturity is starting to come through for him. And you're there, waiting for him to arrive as your knight in shining armor, which in time he will. So he's holding his pentacles close. Like he doesn't want to get used again. Maybe past experiences have kind of made him gun shy type of thing. But I don't feel that he's totally looking away from you. I think that he's looking towards the future, and what the future holds is what he's concerned about. He doesn't want to end up having to have you know a past relationship kind of haunting him, maybe. So he wants to move forward with a clean slate. And he is getting back in touch with himself. Like he's doing a lot of self work and realizing, as far as settling down, there's things that are going to have to be let go. There's certain friends that he has to let go of that, are maybe taking too much of his time for him to focus on a possible relationship, a long term situation. But I don't feel that he's facing away from you. I think he's looking towards the future, and making sure that he's not having to be the sole person in this whole relationship and people relying on him, right? Um, so he wants to find the balance and be able to move forward on that note. But he's definitely looking towards the future, and he's looking towards you. Where you sit on his timeline, though, is the question that we're trying to find out, right? But I don't feel that it's stagnant. I think it's kind of having like a cooling. You know how they say they have a cooling off period, for everything to come together in divine timing, right? But he's taking on a different form. He's coming out more masculine, more independent, more worthy of having a relationship that requires maturity. So maybe that's something that he's kind of figured out on his own, that now is not the time to be focusing on really too much. But he is looking forward to be able to settle down. But he's got a lot of stuff coming up for him in regards to that. So he doesn't want to end up in the same predicament as his last relationships of being, with like a gold digger, I'm guessing. He wants somebody and to actually truly know somebody, not just, jump into a relationship and go, hey, we're in a relationship, let's, go have fun. Right. He's actually taking his time and wanting to be in a very functioning relationship, not just a fly by night energy. Right. Um, so you are the water sign then, and he is the earth energy, earth fire energy. So that is definitely the two of you coming together. As far as the overall, which one do I want to pull for overall? Uh, I think I will just pull a regular card because I'm not feeling that it's a really big feminine experience. So you don't want to take a whole bunch of cards. We just want clarification on this Knight of Pentacles for your spirit. Person prayed. And because the situation is having such effect on you, some period, that's why I want to do this reading for you so you can kind of, get some insight into the situation so it's not mentally stressing you out or anything. So that's why I'm granting you a reading today. When it comes to readings of this sort, I'm not too concerned about okay, so we have the Ten of Swords. So he's closing the energy that's around you guys is a lot of ending energy, to past relationships, past interactions with exes, and you know what I mean? And taking this new direction together, right? So you definitely want to work in a with the Ten of Swords coming. There's a lot of closing out energy. Like a lot of people are actually ending and beginning new relationships, which I don't understand why people are even in some of the relationships they are, but I do feel that you guys are taking your time and you are going to meet on a sound foundation, that you're going to both be ready for the relationship because you're taking time to close out all the past anguish, traumas, and everything in your life, that you're going to be ready to start a new relationship on a different kind of foundation than what you're normally used to, right? So with that, I would just hang on to it. Don't read too much into his actions, but maybe just ask him to kind of give you a kind of a idea of what's going on. That it's fair for him to have to be accountable for his actions in the relationship too, right? Oh, he's in the Navy. Okay, well that's probably what is kind of firing him and keeping him going. That he's focusing on maybe going into a relationship with being in the Navy. Maybe he's not sure how it's going to work. It could, be a stress for him. He may very well want to move forward with you, but when he has to go traveling, I think he's only ever known that, right? So that's the direction that he's going. But he definitely has intentions of, you know, the situation coming together for both of you. But I don't see it happening right away. So maybe he's trying to figure out how this is going to work, and really working through his, maybe he's been experienced in this where he's gotten into a relationship and ended up having it go south. And he's not used to somebody actually being there all the time and being supportive of him, right? So that could be a new thing for him, that he's kind of maybe stepping back and looking at it, right? So definitely look. You don't have to you know feel that it's all the pressures on you. Okay, so you guys are trying to balance your energy right now, and that's what I think we all need to focus a lot more on, is being more accountable for our emotions and stuff, right? And how we're feeding, how we're putting forward our persona or our personal self into situations. Just I would ask him, say, is a relationship on your radar, or should I just kind of you know back away for a little bit and allow him to come to you? Definitely pursue it. I feel that he's in his strength, and he's not realizing that there's somebody that is going to be very supportive. That he's like this night, he's sitting there, kind of out wandering and alone, kind of feeling. Except he hasn't found what he's been looking for, but he is definitely looking forward to the future. Right? This is backwards to you guys, but he would be facing the other way, looking forward, right? Not looking backwards. And he definitely is working on trying to be accountable and be the stand-up guy that should be in a relationship, especially being in the Navy. He has a lot of honor among himself, and I don't think that he would just play you like that for the sake of for the hell of it type thing. I think he's matured enough that he knows that a relationship takes a lot of work, and maybe that's what he's trying to figure out, how to make it work. Being in the Navy, if he has to be called out, how is it going to work? So maybe put forward some of those, plant your seeds with him, and let him know that you're going to be there. You're not the type that's just going to, after a few months of him being, posted out, that you're just going to disappear, right? So maybe that's what he's concerned about relationships not working in the past, right? So just be a support for him and allow him to, feel safe enough to let those endings go and the new beginning to start, right? Don't give him any reason to find um what was the word I was going to say? I totally forgot the word. um and let him feel it out, right? Maybe he's wanting to make sure that he's making the right decision, but showing your loyalty and your dependence, paying notice to him, I think is the way to approach it. Show your support, show that you can be counted on when he's out and he's not having to stress over, worrying about you over here and him being posted somewhere and not being in contact. That's a very big, that's a situation that a lot of people do have a hard time with, is the distance. But if you're in an honorable relationship, that shouldn't matter, right? So just be open with him and just say, this is very important to me. I really want to be part of your life and be supportive of you, and sit down and have that talk. If it's, bothering you that much, maybe it's time to sit down and say, I have feelings for you. I will be, uh, what do you call supportive of when you do post out. So maybe it's a big move for him. You know, maybe he's being posted out and you just don't know, right? Maybe he is trying to figure out how it's going to work and not put you in a point of where you're questioning anything, right? Like he doesn't want to put that energy forward to you. He wants to be an honorable person. So we're going to pull on the God and Goddess cards and see what we can get as far as the overall energy for the two of you. I think it's a positive. I get like a positive feeling from it. So I don't feel that it's all lost and not being, situations not being weighed on at all. But I do feel that it is a connection that you have made, but you're not having to, um, really actually worry that much about. You have to put your foot in, you have to kind of step out of your own shoes and kind of step into the shoes of a person that's in that kind of situation and kind of feel it, see what the feelings are. The, the answers might lie within that for you and just understanding, right? So this is why we want to find out the overall, for Sim Parade and her, the person she's connecting with, please, Spirit. All right, one card, please, Spirit. Okay. Okay, one more. Oh, there we go. So you got White Tara. So sensitivity is coming out. So that's exactly like I was saying. Be sensitive to his emotions, what he has to understand, and maybe he's not wanting to put you through the relationship part of being when he's posted out of you feeling alone. So maybe that has maybe is a place to start with when you talk about it, saying um, you're a strong-willed person that you can handle it, and show him that you could handle being away from him. So maybe this feeling of stagnation is maybe, and I hate to say it like this, but maybe it's like a test for him to get to know if you're still going to be there. If you can't communicate with him for a period of time, are you going to have a hard time with it? You have to really weigh in on what it's going to be like to be a partnership with this person, right? You have to be sensitive to the needs of each other, right? Um, so if he's gone and he can't post mail or get a hold of you, are you going to go off the deep end like this every time that he is not being able to have communication with you, right? So that's one thing you got to look at. There's a lot of situations that there could be a time frame where you can't speak to each other, and how are you going to get through that? Are you going to start panicking every time you can't speak to him? Are you going to be worrying every time he doesn't communicate anything back? And maybe this is kind of like a test for him to see where your actual emotional and physical connection are with him, right? You see what I mean? And maybe that's what he's trying to find out, if you're one of the ones that's just gonna forget about him after he's gone and posted out because they can't get a hold of him. You know what I mean? So it's a trying time. Go and review with him and say, listen, I understand that you're going to get posted out, and if you do, then I understand that it's going to be, and coming to him with this, you know what I mean? Say it to him so that he can kind of be reassured on the note, right? So if you're sitting down talking, say, hey, if you're concerned about me not being able to handle you being posted, and there's going to be times when you can't communicate, you through through the phone or through mail, is probably going to be the only that you hear, depending on where they get posted, right? So just come at him with that kind of an option, and let him know that things are going to be fine, and that's what you have to focus too, is learning the sensitivity part, for the situation to be able to work, right? So White Tower today has to say, oh, and this writing is really really bad. Hang on. So small. You are becoming. Oh, what is that? Anyway, see if I can blow it up here somehow. I need better lighting. Hang on. Better lighting. One sec, guys. I'm gonna turn on the light over here. All right. Okay, so you are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, what is it? Environmental situations, and what? And chemical relationships. You're becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. So, you're meaning that you're becoming a sensitive person, which works in correlation with your emotions, right? And just being in check of your emotions. That you don't really have to be overly sensitive, or to be feeling like you're not being cared for in the right way, right? So this your sensitivity with what you're going through with your emotions. You really don't have to have those kind of emotions or the stress, right? So just focus your energy, maybe on sitting back and just having that conversation. Maybe he's unsure of where he stands, as far as a relationship based kind of thing, that you want to see how it goes, right? So you definitely want to reiterate and give him confirmation that he doesn't have anything to worry about as well, in so many words, right? And just be sensitive to the joys of being with somebody that's Army or Marine or whichever, right? Navy. And I think that most people that are in those kind of trades actually have that kind of fear, right? So maybe he has a fear of it not working, because he's going to be, not being able to communicate to you right away, right? So yeah, so there you go. If there's anything else in Parade, if this reading helped you a little bit to kind of maybe make some sense out of it, feel free to comment on it, because I really appreciate helping people that really need the readings. And this is what I mean in regards to offering readings to priority. And I know that your emotional level is important. So that's why I'm giving you that reading today, so you'll have a little bit more to take away from, and not to have to be stressing so much with needing answers all the time, because it could be maybe a test on his part to see how you react to it. So always take those things into consideration, that that he's maybe concerned that he doesn't want you to get hurt because of a being gone out of out of sight, out of mind kind of thing. And being gone, is that going to take a toll on you every time? Is it going to emotionally cause you to go into a tailspin every time, right? So maybe that's something that maybe you can focus your, saying, okay, I got that, I understand now everything is starting to make sense, and move forward from that point, right? So I definitely want to give you some confidence in that field, that when you're dealing with that, you don't have to stress so much, and it's gonna work out in the end. He's just trying to balance whatever it is right now, and appreciate it working out. I see it working out, and if there's communication between the two of you before the situation has to come to a situation like that, you know what I mean. Always be aware of that, right? So hopefully that gave you some insight as to where to maybe figure out what's stressing you so much, and maybe it'll alleviate some of that stress for you. All right, darling. Okay. So that to everybody else in chat that's here, thanks for coming and for showing up. I just did that reading for Simpre because of her situation has really caused her to be like down in emotional levels. So I wanted to do that reading as an also as an example, if things like this are really affecting you, mentally or physically, I would be happy to throw in a reading because the insight is needed, right? So situations that are dire straight needs, when it's affecting your health and your wealth or health and your mental state, then we will do our best to help you and alleviate that stuff and give you direction, so that it's a little bit easier to kind of digest, and not feel so chaotic and spent and going everywhere and just being stressed out, because stress isn't good for your health to begin with, right? So that's what I mean. So if dire straight ones, you guys get priority over anybody else. So that's why I did the one that I did for her, you know. Hey, no problem. When you're in circumstances that I feel like can help you with, by all means, you know, and that doesn't go to say that everybody else should, come out and say I'm going through emotional stress, because I'll be able to read it for what it is. So if you're going to try to pull the fast card like that, I would suggest you to really rethink it, before you actually try to play that card, because you won't. It'll be in the cards. It'll speak everything through the cards as to, um, the information being accurate. So, all right. Hey, no worries. You do that, and don't forget, maybe approach it or even write a letter. Get used to writing letters, because you never know when he's posted, he may end up having to write letters, and maybe that's going to be the only communication you get, right? So maybe write him a letter and start off there, because you know, maybe he doesn't want to talk about it because he doesn't want to show his emotions, you know what I mean? And then let him absorb it, for what it is, right? Then you get in the habit of kind of writing letters if he's ever posted, right? So so you never know, this could be a new situation, a different direction than you're used to, when it comes to relationships, right? There's all different kinds of new things that are going to be, maybe be seen for it, right? So think of it in the positive, write a letter and say, hi honey, I guess you got posted, and just joke around in the letter, right? Just be fun, and give him a reason to smile. By the time he finishes reading that letter, he's got a grin on his face and happy as a pig in shit, you know what I mean? So there you go. All right, so I have all my moderators. Wow, you guys are all here tonight. Hi, Daisy, the unknown, my onion. Jessica, I sent you an email. I wanted to find out. I have the paper in front of me. Or I did have it. Where is it? Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, so I had sent. I just want to talk to you quickly about that. Uh, about your shipment that was supposed to come. I don't know if you received it yet, but that was sent on, what day was it sent? On the second day of November, which was right in the middle of our strike. And I think I sent it to a P.O. box. I won't say any more than that, but I sent it to a P.O. box in Los Fresnos, Texas. Right. So yeah, so I'm just wanting to review that with you. I do have the actual slip for it. I didn't pay for tracking on it, so I can't track it, but I'm going to give them a call tomorrow and see if there isn't anything that I can find out more, or if it's been completely lost. It doesn't make sense to me why it wouldn't be there by now. That's 2 months. And, you know, and the only thing I can do is make the exact same ones that I sent you. Right. So, there was probably over $70 worth of dream catchers in there, because I sent that the one that you want as well, that I usually charge like 15 for, plus the one that you paid for. I'm not too happy with that at all. So I'm going to look into that come Monday. I just actually found the receipt. It was put into a different envelope than what I had it set in. So yeah, so I sent it on the 2nd of November. And I'm receiving stuff from China, so it should have been delivered. I can't explain why it wasn't. Hey, Elizabeth. And we have, who else here? Jessica. Yeah, So I don't know. I haven't really decided if I'm going to do readings yet. I guess it's going to be kind of in the cards, and I pick randomly, so it doesn't mean that we're going to have a list today. I'm just going to randomly pick a person to give my moderators a break of having to keep track of everybody that wants one. So it's going to be on my shoulders tonight for picking what readings need to be given out and which ones aren't. So if you're new to the channel, also you need to be a subscriber to reap the benefits of being on the channel and end up having a free reading. Or and don't forget to like, the comment, share. Donations can be made to Mystic, www.paypal.me / Mystic Shaman 333. If you've had questions before or answers given, or readings that you want clarification on, are the kind of the ones that I'm kind of sticking to. If you want a reading, donations are accepted. Like I said, I can't keep doing this for free, or else I'd be homeless and I would be hungry. So your donations are greatly accepted. They go back into the channel and help out with the costs that for me to keep the channel up and running for you guys to be able to offer these to you. So donations are greatly accepted and not expected, but it's always nice to be able to know that I'm putting forward good content due to donations, right? So I'm not the type of person that's just going to continue having people come in and expect free. Okay, it doesn't work that way here. Um, so that you're all aware. For new subscribers or new people that have had their one question, you're gonna have to make a donation in order to continue doing the readings for you guys, right? So I'd appreciate the donations to keep my channel going, because at this point, um, there hasn't been very many donations except for my regular subscribers that have put forward their funds to cover their readings, right, and situations. So it applies to everybody. It's not just people that are a subscriber, it's people that want readings, and I can't continue to you know keep giving them away or keep asking questions in regards to like Trevelli, you had a reading done, I believe it was 2 3 days ago, right? That's what I mean. I'm not going to answer questions and continue giving you free information and then not being rewarded for it to be manifesting positive in your life, right? um, if the reading was good and it hit and you resonated with it, then you know it'd be appreciative to show your patronage that you were here and you had good things happening for you. So yeah, and not all the um, my moderators aren't always the same ones here anyway. So a lot of people weren't here when I gave that to you the other day. I think it was 2 nights ago, 3 nights ago, or 4 nights ago. Sorry, I think it was somewhere in there. I'll have to go back and look through the videos, but I know that I ended up giving you a reading already a few days back. So if you make a donation, any amount, then I can answer this question you're asking tonight, and I can verify the information of the PayPal almost immediately. So don't think that you wouldn't get it done. But if you make the donation while the live stream's on, then you'll get your question answered, right? So that's how it is. Sorry, but I have to be the same with everybody. It applies to everybody that comes and has readings. Unless you win the free one, unless you want to take your chances at winning a free one or whatever, then by all means, you have that option too. But yeah, so I know that my moderators will put up my links in the chat. Just click on it to make your donation, and whatever it is, right? Because I'm also in the situation right now where I've given a full hour reading and still waiting on the payment, right? So learning my lessons, it's a learning curve that I am still in the learning curve of understanding how people are, operating and how they want to go about getting things free. It's not going to be that easy to get it for free. I'll say that much, but it's just my channel, and that's the way I have to run it. Unfortunately, too many freebies given out. I'm not making any money at making a living at it then, and it's pretty much pointless for me to even be here then. You know what I mean? Like it just doesn't work. So, you know, I have to be fair, and I have to be putting forward what is expected of everybody else that comes to the channel too, right? Everybody has an adult understanding as to, you know, you want things for free, go find another channel that's going to give you everything for free, you know. And I don't think there's probably any out there that are giving, are as giving as I have been over the last 4 months, right? My accuracy, as shows through my videos, you know, to even be giving any free readings at this point in my accuracy level, I shouldn't even have to be able to give free ones, you know, to prove my point. It's in the pudding, and you know, you can look at any video, click on any video, you can see the accuracy that's always given, and you know, it wouldn't be a bad investment on your behalf, is what I'm saying. You definitely look at what you pay for, right? Prices are in the description box if you want to know, and then the link to the PayPal account that you'd make the donation to is right there as well. So, you know, it's all in plain black and white. You know, what goes around comes around. Um, you know, if it's, you know, meant to be, it's meant to be. If not, you know, I'm not going to have somebody tell me, oh, well, I'll get the payment off to you later, because there's probably, I could probably pull about, you know, two handfuls of people from the last 4 months that have told me that and still haven't donated, right? So, you know, that's why I'm not feeling very giving anymore in the new year. This Christmas is over. This is not, you know, this isn't a game for you know, just to see what's what, right? And if you don't like that, then you know, you can find another YouTube channel. I'm sure you can find lots out there. And if they want to give you the free reading, then who am I to say anything? All right, but I know what I do. My job is accurate. I don't have to question myself. So, anyway, so let's see what's going on in chat. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so you know, like even with Sim Parade, that's proof right in there in the pudding of how accurate that I can be in regards to the situations that, you know, are meant to be heard, right? So I'm glad that I could help her and you know, get her in a better frame of mind and understanding, right? Yeah, you know, like a deck like this is like $25, and they're like little cards. They're not very big. You know, that's an oracle deck. You know, ones like these ones, you know, can range up anywhere from, you know, anywhere from 12 up to $30 for these ones, right? And especially if you get the hard case box ones, these ones go for like 40. You know, so it's not cheap. Plus, I have to do incense. I have to make orders for people, as well as doing my dream catcher business. You know, so this isn't, you know, it's not, you know, something to be scoffed at, is the way I look at it. You get what you get, the information, and if you haven't had a reading that didn't resonate with you, um, then I would be shocked to see that actually happen. Right, so I'm very confident in my job, and I'm very confident as a reader to give you the right information. So, um, and you know, it's when people are grateful for like that, you know, and you know, people end up donating, you know, because of that, and I'm grateful for the donations. It helps a lot. So, you know, this is a full-time thing. Starting this week has been more full-time, looking to set up a website this week to be able to get more connection out that way. I don't want to be using YouTube as my main source platform for readings, but it's there. It's been, you know, on my channel for 4 months now, and I've been doing this, and there hasn't been one negative comment to this day for my readings. So, you know, there's just a little plug there. You know, we all move and we all get the answers. So, um, you know, what else was there? Oh, I'm still trying to. If you guys happen to see Kurt 93, I still haven't um, heard anything from him. Friday. So, okay. Um, January. Okay, so where did I? And I'm still waiting to hear from Jean Grey and Scorp 444. I believe I've got you written in for one as well. If she ends up showing up, I really need email addresses from them. Can you to communicate with them? I really need to have some way of contacting the people that are winning these readings. Like Jean Grey, I haven't heard anything from her in a few days. Just set up a time. So I don't know if you guys happen to see her, just let her know that I need to get her to email me again because I sent emails back and they haven't been answered. And Kurt 93, I need his information or his email address. So just email me. But yeah, so that's what I'm kind of dealing with. I got a lot on my plate that, needs to get resolved, readings to get done. So I'm just waiting to hear. I've got Brianna's to do. I'm still waiting to hear from her how to contact her. Like there's like right now at this point, I believe there's like 4 readings waiting to be done, based on people not sending the information through, so I can get these done live, and so it kind of takes away from me if I'm having to go and you know kind of figure it out. It's kind of hard to find somebody with the name and just base it off of YouTube, right? So, um, yeah, so there's a few people that they have readings pending, but I'm not able to hear back from you because I have no email address. So Daisy or one of my other moderators, if you see them in chat tonight, let them know I need an email address, or them to email me so I can get this communication thing going and get the readings done, right? Because I don't want them sitting there and being forgotten about. So yeah, so there's a couple. I did do Janice's. So I have Joan Gray and Squirt 444. As of last Saturday, they won the reading. That was the bonus one, I think. And then we've got another draw already coming up for tomorrow. So then it just pushes all those readings back further because I still have all the other ones to do, right? So I want to get those ones done as soon as possible, please. I don't want to have, readings kind of sitting, stagnant and getting lost in the paperwork in the shuffle, right? You know, so um, and then it kind of creates a backlog for me as well. So I don't want to get too backlogged with readings. So I know that John Gray, Kurt 93, and Brianna is another one, and John Gray and School for 4. So that's like what, 4 right there. And then I have Red Moon as well. I'm supposed to be getting a free reading that I wrote down from the 31st of New Year's Eve, right? So it just kind of slows me down, when I'm having to spend a couple hours a day trying to figure out how to get a hold of these people, and then, end up coming in the live stream, and then I get distracted from actually getting the information because I'm busy doing readings. So just let my mods know that those are the people I need to keep an eye out for, so I can get their personal details to be able to go through that. Like they can email me, leave me a phone number that I can do a live phone call with, or something, so let them know that I need to have contact information for me to be able to do the readings. Thank you, Daisy. Gotcha. So I don't know. So what are we going to do? What are we doing here? What kind of route do we want to take today in regards to readings today? Maybe we'll just do pendulum readings. I'm not going to do any card readings because those require a donation. So we'll do the pendulum one. They're not so bad. They're very general. We'll keep it at that. You want in-depth card reading, then donations must be made. Okay, so we're gonna we're gonna do the pendulum readings, and we're gonna do it right here. So I just want to get it situated. So let's start with you, Trevelli. You wanted to know about your twin flame, something about your twin flame. So if you could retype the question, I'll give you this one. All right. Yeah, any donation is fine. Like there's a link on my actual main page. If you click on it, on the top banner, if you go to my channel, you look at all the videos up in the right hand corner of my cover picture. There's a button that says donations. You can click on that. That's a direct link to my PayPal account as well, or you can type it in and it'll through your web browser, or just click on the link that Daisy put in the chat and it'll take you right to the chat to my PayPal account where you can leave the donation, right? Um, so if you want, like I was going to say, the other thing I wanted to ask you guys, I want your insight on this, overall. Can you guys give me some feedback on maybe some ideas and themes for the channel on a daily basis? I was kind of thinking that Friday would be a buy one get one off, would get one. So if say you bought one for a friend, or you gifted a friend an opportunity at a reading, that you would end up getting, a reading in return as well for doing that kind gesture to your friend. And then throwing like a 10 or 15-minute reading in for the person that bought it. So you like buy one, get one free. If you're gifting it to a friend, that we can make that kind of maybe Friday's theme. Coming up with certain themes for each day, but I think I'll try to stick that one. For next Friday, we'll try to do that theme and kind of get a theme night going. So yeah, so this is only a yes or no question. Okay, so you would like to know. Okay, so let me just put this down a little bit. Or here, we'll move it down a bit here so you can see. Okay, there we go. That's a little bit easier to see. Okay, so we're gonna ask the pendulum tonight. Pendulum. Travell is wanting to know if they will end up reconnecting with Elijah in 2019. So I'm getting a weak yes, but there is a possibility of a connection happening. Will it be in the first part of the year of the reconnect happening? Okay, so no. Will it happen in the later half of the year? So that's a yes, a very weak one. So it might be a weak connection at this point between the two of you. There's probably not like anything pushing on that reconnection. So maybe put some energy into that reconnection with the universe and ask the universe to provide, a better connection between the two of you, if at all possible. If it's also being reciprocated from the other side, that they want to have connection with you. So maybe at this point, it might be just a one-sided thing at this point, because it wasn't a very prominent yes. So is this energy coming from a one-sided, one side of the relationship than the other? Is it a weak connection that Travell and Elijah are having right now? So yeah, so the connection is not very strong, and like it gave me a very faint yes. So you're gonna have to focus some more energy into that connection for yourself. So with that, pretty much all I can say. All right. Um, and then who else was there? Real scary stories would be awesome. You think? Okay, so you want to get in on those scary stories, like what I experienced when all this started to go right sideways and scary for me, and take on find out how everybody's reaction to everything when you end up opening your third eye. Has anybody here? Okay, here's a question: how many of you have actually opened your third eye here? That is currently in chat. Maybe that's where we'll start. We'll have like a one question, and then we'll kind of have a bit of a chat before we do the next question. So, what is your most scariest moment of your spiritual awakening that you've experienced today? I'm just going to have my smoke here. All right. If I have, I wouldn't know if I had three eyes. No, but I mean like your third eye that they talk about right here, that, you can trip open when you're in meditation. Your third eye, like your triangle of eyes. Have you ever had, direct knowledge given to you through your third eye? Have you ever experienced seeing shadows? Have you experienced seeing things manifesting in front of your eyes that you normally wouldn't acknowledge being there, like a dark shadow out of the corner of your eye or peripheral vision? You know, having messages directly given to you through other sources, like even in music, in people showing up at random moments for the weirdest thing, all those weird synchronicities that you get to experience when you go on a spiritual, kind of rehabilitation, right? So, oh, lovely. Okay, sure. I'm just going to jump off that topic now because we have somebody that is a subscriber. Okay, so let me just, okay, and just confirm it. I always confirm it just to make sure that it's there, right? Um, okay. Okay, so hang on one sec. One more second here. I also have the Afterlight box playing in the background. I'll turn it up in a little bit for you guys to hear it. Okay, where is? Okay. Wait for that to load. Lovely baby. Okay. My summary. My computer's really slow again today. I don't know why that is. I'm gonna have to do another clean out of it. Get rid of a bunch of pictures and stuff. I guess I have too many in there. Come on, where is it? Okay, activity. It's different than what's on my phone. I have the app on my phone, which is a lot quicker than this. Okay, let's see here. It's just loading now. Oh, okay, yeah. So it's there. Okay, it's initials OG on there. So yeah, so we can get this started. Okay, so you want so OG is what we'll call you. Lovely baby, OG. All right, so let's get started with your reading. Did you want a card reading with the clone, which is tarot, or did you want it to do with a traditional tarot, or we can do animal or so you want it done with the goddess tarot, yes, or the witch's tarot, this one up here, this one. Okay, so we're gonna step forward. We're gonna hey Ashley. So we're gonna pull a card for you, and we'll pull one goddess card for you, maybe for for the day. We'll see how it goes. So we'll see what jump cards come out. I usually pick the jump cards over actually picking the card because I don't like my energy being filtered into it. So I allow the cards to speak for themselves. So direction. We get a card for this lovely baby today for January. Oh, there we go. Dealing with a Leo, strength card. Maybe a situation that you're having a connection with a Leo. Ah, the Leo card came up, the strength card. So there you go. Now, how much more accuracy and creepy can that get? Okay, so for people that are questioning how accurate my readings are, might want to be checking this one out. So there you go. So there's definitely there is a connection between the two of you. You know, it's a comfortable situation that you're both in the relationship. Like you comfort you look out for each other and you take care of each other on a healthy level. Okay. But I do feel that there is contentment felt on his side, on the Leo side of energy, and very content and very comfortable when he's around you, right? Um, and you're thinking on a higher spiritual level as well, and coming into to tune with each other is an absolute bonus. He's the type of I'm getting like he's a romantic kind of guy that's going to buy you like go out and just randomly buy you a flowers or, offer you gifts, because the connection is such a happy and it's a benefit for both of you guys to be in this commitment together. But I do feel that it's moving forward, like I see roses in her lap, so it's like gifts. He's the type of person that is content with being around you. He's comfortable. He likes being around you and end up reciprocating you with like flowers or, gifts or like take you out for dinner and just romanticize you, right? He's a very like a hopeless romantic almost kind of energy when you guys are together. And what you guys do when you are together is very intimate time together, which he appreciates. And I'm getting that, he really looks forward to the time he does get to spend with you. Is very content and very comfortable, right? So I'm definitely feeling a good connection happening there for sure, 100%. So let's pull a goddess card for our friend. Oops, I had. Okay, so lovely baby. Can we pull a goddess card? For her in regards to her connection that we've confirmed moving forward with her. Quiet time. So there you go. That is what is enjoyed by both of you. You both enjoy your time together and you like that, you can spend quiet time together and, be in the same room or, hanging out on the couch and you're on your phone or he's on his phone, but being comfortable enough to, allow quiet time. Like you don't have to have something constantly going on, something that, don't always have to be on the go, but you both are comfortable with having, some quiet time, just relaxed time together. It's not all about going and doing stuff outside the relationship. You guys are very content with inside the relationship. And that, sometimes one person might need quiet time and the other person might be on a different level and want to go do something, but being balanced and understanding and comforting to each other to be able to communicate that to each other is a bonus as well. So quiet time. So her name, the goddess that came out is her name is Siege. Almost like sees the quiet time when you do get it. So yeah, so take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. So maybe that's where your question came in about compatibility and the Leo that you are connecting with. Um, Maybe they're enjoying having relaxing time with you and you don't actually even just when you're sleeping even what I mean, like being close and connect and being comfortable within the relationship to allow a person to be honored for their personality and what they bring to the table in regards to the relationship. um, and you're very comforting, like you're just sitting right next to the huge lion, which is Leo. But look at the size of that lion. Like, wouldn't you be scared of a big ass lion coming up and sitting next to you? You know what I mean? Like, he has a lot of personality and he's got a lot of, he's done a lot of growth and is appreciative of being a Leo. He's very compassionate and understanding. And he'll be treating you like a princess if given the minute to. You know what I mean? Like, he definitely wants to be able to show you and give you nice things as far as the relationship is concerned. um, so definitely. Really hang on to that one because he's genuine. He's genuine with every action that he tries to make. And if he stumbles up a few times, don't hold it over his head, because he likes to be able to be, on point with things, attention to details, and just enjoys, that relaxing time with you, whether it be rubbing his head or his back, or, even that physical part of the relationship that he likes. It's like a cat loving to get pets, and you know what I mean. Like it's going to be a good connection. If you guys feed it on a positive note. Try to stay away from the drama. Don't let the drama enter into your relationship from friends or colleagues or whoever. But you guys have the understanding between the two of you, and that's all that matters. Okay, so definitely a positive connection for you, and I think it's a healthy one as well, as long as you're allowing the quiet time and enjoying your, like times where you want to go and just read a book and not be involved in it, but knowing that the person is still there for compassion and for support, right? You don't have to be always 24/7 in each other's business. You feel comfortable on your own, able to be comfortable on your own because you know that you have a solid foundation building in this relationship that you have going on with this Leo, right? So there you go. So quiet time. So hopefully that answers. That was quite the card to be jumping out for the Leo card that you're dealing with. So there you go, girl. 100%. Looking forward to hearing the details and well, not the details, but you know what we mean. We like to know how well things are going here on the channel with the kind of directions that we're facing and moving forward in like nice, 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 nice. Very happy for you. Very happy that your Leo is definitely going to stand beside you and in all that you do. So excellent, excellent, very amazing. Um, but yeah, quiet time is important to both of you, I think. So there you go. That's awesome. Awesome. I'm just going to cheat here. I'm going to take a look at the bottom of the deck here and see what we had for, the bottom of the deck card. Are we ready for this one? This is going to probably blow your socks off next. Watch. Okay, so what do we have here? We have the Three of Cups. So not really spending a lot of time socializing over the next little while. I think there's going to be a little bit of bonding going on between you and your Leo that a lot of people don't get to see behind closed doors, and people won't understand how your relationship works, but it works for the both of you. So, not too much conversing about your relationship to others is maybe in the cards as well, that you guys keep that intimate, your relationship intimate, and only you guys have to worry about what goes on within it. So there you go. No gossip have to come here. Oh, so I can't ask you to come and tell us how it is because you're not supposed to be too socialized in regards to your situation. But, you know, um, having good things to say about it coming forward for you, I'll kind of be happy to hear that part of it. Not the details, just knowing that it's moving in the direction that, we kind of discussed here, right? So yeah, that's amazing. I love that. You're most welcome, my darling, anytime, anytime. But for your Leo to pop out, your Leo is a very strong energy as well for that to come out. And then you mentioned it right there. Like there's no more synchronicity that I can figure out as far as that being accurate, right? Oh yeah, Elizabeth, you also are another one that's had awesome experiences with the readings that I do. And I'm grateful for that. I really am. That really makes me feel good, like I'm actually here for a reason, and it's useful. I make it useful for everyone to be able to have an opportunity, but due to some external factors, we have to kind of change the layout of the game here for people getting readings. You know. So what's going on with you, Ashley? Oh, everybody at your work is just talking away. Aw. Did the new love come in? Do you know who it is now, Elizabeth? I can't believe that quick. Has it really been like spot on? I want to know. I want to know. I want to know. High school. Are you serious? Oh my God. I even said that it was somebody that you already knew. I remember that. Oh my God. Oh, Oh my, Elizabeth, I'm excited. You have to give us some juicy details, please. We want details. We want details. No, I'm kidding. Oh, I'm so happy for you. Congratulations, my girl, because you really were really trying to make that happen. And I guess I gave it a little bit extra kick for you as well. So that is such an amazing, amazing news to hear. I don't, I'm at a loss for words because, it's moments like this that really make me kind of step outside myself and go, really, like, this has really been, you know, uh, like I'm lost for words. I am, other than thank you. And I'm so happy for you. I really am happy for you because I know that was a big thing for you to have to come through with, and something that's been on your mind for quite some time now, and for it to manifest itself, especially with an old high school crush. Like, oh wow. He messaged me on Instagram and we just, awesome. I'm so happy because I know you were going through a lot from your last one. So I'm glad that this new direction that you're headed in. Oh man. Hallelujah. Thank you, God, for that, for Elizabeth. That gives me goosebumps again. I love it when I get goose pimples. That's awesome, my girl. Oh, sweet. Oh, I can't even put it into words, my feelings right now, but I'm really stoked for you. I really am. I want to see kind of maybe what's going on. I can pull it out in the cards and let's see where it's taking, where it's going to take you. Maybe we should be looking more at, now that the relationship is kind of sparking along, and we'll let it manifest a little bit longer before we get a solid foundation connection going with you guys. And then we can maybe do some insight into a different avenue of things that might be on your plate in a month or whatever. You know, I'm always here for you, and that's sweet. So everybody, congratulate Elizabeth because she's been manifesting hard on this, and she's been wanting this for a few months now, and we've been trying to focus our energy towards bringing that in for her, and we have, and that's awesome. So we'll all take a pat on the back for that because we've all had a play in it, and we've all been here with positive energies, so we all actually deserve a pat on the back for being such productive crew for everybody, so that everybody gets a pat on the back for that as well. Because you guys, without your guys' support, the mods that are here, everybody pulling forward for everybody, I think we all deserve a pat on the back for Elizabeth, being able to assist her in manifesting this. So love to you, my girl. Love to you, definitely. um, I'm really grateful for my life today and for the people that I get to do these readings for. It's just, it puts me on cloud nine, whenever I hear you guys having experiences that, are so, and the way that it happens, though, it happens rather quickly with me. Like I was saying, and I've said this in a few videos, I can't explain it, but it's like right like this, like instant for me to, put my energy out there, and for it to show up within like a 24-hour period is quite the feat. But I tell you, I have yet to find one reading that I have been not resonating with. The other night I did one, I started reading for someone else, but then the person that it was initially for ended up getting the message. So the messages are getting out there, and they have valid connection with the person that they're resonating with. So if you feel that you're not resonating with the reading, then by all means ask questions. It may not be meant for you. It may be somebody else in the chat that might be there, where their energy connection is being, you know, being given to each other, right? So don't know how you haven't blown up yet, Amy. What do you mean? I don't blow up. I'm not a balloon. What do you mean? As far as the channel you mean is concerned, I don't know. I just doing my job and taking it for what spirit wants to give me, right? Um, you know, I share it on Twitter, I share it on Facebook, and maybe there's just not, I don't know. Maybe I should set up an Instagram account, because the only thing I really do, maybe I should do more live readings for people to be able to interact, right? Yeah, I do deserve more subs, but people don't sub. It's okay. Maybe it's taking its toll. It's It's working how spirit wants me to have it. You know, if I went overboard right now with readings, you know, I'm trying to get these 4 readings that people are, you know, not giving. I'm not a balloon. No, I'm not. I can pretend and see if it works. Hang on, let me try it. Boop. All right, Elizabeth. Thanks for sharing and updating us. And you have a awesome sleep because I know you're going to sleep well now that you've got a little connection with someone there happening for you. It'll distract you a bit from the other stuff that's going on that maybe not wanting to focus your energy on. But good luck, my girl. I'm rooting for you on that one. All right. So you have a great night. Thanks for stopping by and updating us. Awesome. That's what I like to hear about my channel. Those are the comments. Even leave a comment actually in the comment box, like how you can actually just leave comments on the actual stream instead of just in chat. If you've had a good experience and results have happened for you and definitely get your money's worth when you get a reading done by me for sure. 100%. Right. All right, Elizabeth. Good luck, girl, and keep us posted. I'm fabulously excited and feeling good. So you have a good one. Thanks for stopping by, my girl, and updating us. It means a lot, and you mean a lot. Just like everybody else on the channel does too. But this is proof in the pudding that what I give out to the universe, I get back, and that's from putting the messages forward, and then people having the results happening for them, and being of assistance for them to make that choice. So, oh, fabulous! Oh, I'm. Always excited. I'm always excited when stuff like that happens. It's great. It's lovely. It's amazing. Amazing. You know, you're most welcome. I can't even say you're welcome enough and taking you so much thanks. Don't forget to thank the universe too, Elizabeth, because they have a big part in it too. Whenever you get a chance to also thank the universe for being there to transcend the signals and the energy for us. Because they play a big part in it as well. So amazing, yes. And Daisy, you're another one that I've done well with. I don't think there is anybody on this channel that has not gotten their reading with results. I hear so many people not giving out personal readings. I do the personal readings, and I think that because I'm so on point, it maybe might be kind of a threat to others that don't do live readings or personal readings, which mine, that's all I do is personal reading. um, Overall energy readings. That's what I'm here for, and I'm grateful that I found my calling and my gifts to be useful in today's society. Whereas when I was younger, I didn't feel that. I felt like I was losing my mind and that I was considered to be crazy. But nowadays it's a little bit more accepted and able to move forward. So that's you know, oh man, it's great. It's great. And feedback. If there's something about the channel you don't like, we're gonna do a revamp of the moderators so that we don't have to have so many on. So anybody that wants to stay a moderator, let me know. And those of you that don't, let me know as well. It's no offense to me if you don't want to be a moderator. I know that we have quite a few of them. So, um, you know, um, so if maybe we have like one moderator for now, and then we have a backup one or 2 backups in case that one doesn't show, because sometimes people get delayed, right? So, but hey, we're all moderators. If we all become moderators, then there might be a conflict of interest there. No, I'm kidding. Who is the crazy? No, not you. No, I'm definitely not. I'm very in tune with my gifts, and I like sharing them with all you guys, and to be able to create action in people's lives. That really helps me because it's moving you guys in a positive, more happier state of being as well, right? So all that is. Hang on, I'm gonna have a smoke break. This one. Oh, is it already 9 o'clock? Oh, 20 after 9. So, we've already been going an hour. We've done two positives. We've heard a lot of great feedback. So I don't know who else is here that's left from the people that were here that wanted a reading. So we did what was it? Lovely Baby. We got hers right off the hop. Like this has been a very productive, and that's what builds up my physical state of energy, is also when I get good comments like that to boost my energy up. Like I was feeling really energy drained, so maybe because these manifestations are coming into play for people that I've had a part in, maybe that's what has been kind of maybe draining me a lot. So I was feeling really good today. I didn't have to really sleep very long. I was up and down all night, so just maybe that was the exciting energy that I was getting from whoever I did a positive reading. That was probably Elizabeth's energy I was feeling last night when I couldn't sleep. That could have been the reason why I was up and down myself and having a hard time sleeping. Yeah, and Lovely Baby's reading, I hope that you move. OG. Well, I just said the initials because that was what I took them from the name that you had on my PayPal account, so I just put OG. Yeah, so without revealing your total identity, like we still have some, anonymity here on the channel to a certain extent, which makes it hard for me to locate people when I need to do a reading for them, though. But we've got those ones sitting out there being waiting to be read, and it doesn't seem to be very important, but it's there for them. So I have to keep a running list of who the readings that I need to have. Okay, so maybe that's what we'll do. We'll keep a track. Let's keep track of who we need readings for. So then we have it confirmed. If that week's over. So I'm going to have to make a new list of who. So we got Brianna, Kurt 93. I don't know about what Lacey McBride was. I know, okay. And then we have John Gray, Scope 44. Okay, so we're going to write a list of who still has readings. So Brianna Wharton, I think it is. Wroten, Wroten. Rotten, I don't know. Then we have Kurt 90. Is it Kurt 94 or 93? 93. Kurt 93. And then we have Lacey McBride. And that was for a 15-minute. Brittany, 1 hour. And then who else is there? Okay, then we have to go to the next page. Red Moon. See, there's so many, and nobody's emailed me in regards to getting them. So, if it too much longer, and we'll have to keep just moving forward. And John Grant, Scope 444. Okay, so I got a list of who I believe I have readings to do for. Yeah, so that's it. And then we did Sim Parade's one today, and we did Lovely Baby. These ones are done. So there you go. So we got the names written down, so at least we know kind of who is supposed to be getting readings done and who's not. So there we go. All right, so what else is there? Emmy, what's your email? I had sent you mine, but not sure if it was received. Okay, my email address is shamanemmy333@gmail.com. It's very easy to remember. Just remember my name and then just put @gmail.com. It's very easy. Oh, you forgot the .com, Daisy. Those were the ones from the drawing. Those are all the names that were drawn. There was one that I did in between that wasn't one of the drawn people. But those ones I believe are from the New Year's Eve. One was from the New Year's Eve, I believe. Or no, they were from the giveaway draw day. I believe that was that one because we had Janice and Red Moon. Those ones are done. And then I did another one on Friday, and then Saturday they won. Sim Parade took hers. John Gray scored 444. Or no, Sim Parade wasn't there because we crossed her off. And then we did one for her today, so she's got her free one. And then that's it. And Lovely Babies had her free reading for today, the one card. Um, yeah, so yeah, if you're needing to get a hold of me, or you can reach me. Okay. Yeah, there's more people. I do share it on Twitter a lot. And offering people to be chosen for free readings. It doesn't mean that I'm going to give everybody a free reading. It's kind of a random pick for the reading, which one actually jumps out at me the best. It's direction of spirit that wants me to read for whoever, and whoever ends up getting the message gets the message 100%. And there's the accuracy. I can't be that adamant enough about the accuracy. Like, I don't fool around. I'm not one of these ones that's gonna be so general that you can't make sense of it, and that it gets very detailed in situations and such for people. So I have nothing else that I have to say about that. I'm not trying to be let my head swell with it all. Still remaining grounded and still doing my job. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm grateful, and I'm grateful for the ones that I get to read for. Yeah, apparently I have 89 subscribers to date. I've lost a few along the way, and that's fine. As far as you know, yeah, 100 subs. I just need another. I believe it's like 11 left. Is there somebody? Huh? There's a car outside. Oh no, it just went by. Okay. Yeah. So, Miss Tori, New York. Is that right? You want to ask a question? Hang on. Um, your question. Okay, so just before you ask the question, this is how it works here, just so you're clear on how it works around here. We do have some guidelines. Okay. We do have guidelines that you take your free reading. It's either a pendulum or a one card read, and that's it. The next time, you'll be kind of sitting on like a donation kind of energy, but usually the first one will make the donation worthwhile for the next one, right? Okay, get that out. Okay, so you have an option. You can have a pendulum reading. You can have one card drawn from the Goddess Oracle. You can have one card drawn from the Witch's Tarot. Dream. You can pick whatever deck you want. We have one for introspective insight. The cloud cards that are more internal, self-awareness. We have the animal dreaming oracles that are from the animal spirit guides that we have that work for us as well. It all depends. I missed my reading, but I understand it's when spirit wants me to come through. Did we have one scheduled for you at all, Alyssa? Because I don't remember. Let me go back here 1 sec here. Okay, so let me see here. Let me go back through here. I know. Okay, so that one was done. Okay, that one was done. Information CIBC. Okay, Lisa. Daisy. Magical. I don't have it recorded down of you even winning one. Are you sure that your name wasn't drawn and then you weren't here to claim it, so we went on to the next person? I think that would be the only way that you would have missed it, because I don't have it written down. But we're having draw day tomorrow, so maybe you'll end up winning a draw tomorrow. You know. Um, You just found out it was like a month ago? Okay, well then I probably have an email from you. Okay, so I'll take a pendulum read. I just want to know if I get the job at the Tails Resort. Okay, so Miss Tori, we're gonna do yours. Let me just hang in there, Alyssa. Let me do Tori's reading on the pendulum, and then I will double check my email. Maybe there's something in the email that got misplaced or something. So just give me a minute, and I will take a look at that just after I do the reading for our new subscriber. Hopefully, she takes subscribe to the channel. We need all the help and support that we can get to get this channel moving up. And so, all right. So this reading, pendulum read, is for Miss Tori NY. She's inquiring as to employment with the Tails Resort. Will she end up getting employed from them? Oh, it's just frozen. It's like it's not even moving. Will Tori gain employment at the Tails Resort, please, Pendulum? Not even a flinch here. What the heck? Like it's dead still. Okay, let's see if we can try to get it here. See. Okay. All right. So, all right, Pendulum. This one is for one of our people in chat wants to know if they are going to receive employment from the Tails Resort, please. It's not moving. It's not even budging on that question. Wow. Ah, I wish I could blow on it, my darling, but it's not moving at all. Not even a bunch. Holy, I've never had a pendulum this still. All right, pendulum, can you answer the question that I just asked you? Are you able to answer, pendulum? So that's a no. Okay, so it's the Tails Pet Resort. All right, stop, pendulum. Pendulum, is Miss Tori going to gain employment at the Pets or the Tails Pet Resort? Wow, still nothing. Still nothing. What the heck is going on, people? Can you answer the question, please, pendulum? All right, rephrase question. Okay, will Miss Tori gain any employment in the next little in this month? Nothing. Why? It's not shy. What are you talking about? It's not shy at all. We want an answer, Pendulum. Sorry to make you work so hard, but we'd like an answer for Tori's question, please. If you can at all answer, will she receive employment with the Tails Pet Resort? I don't know why. Okay, so does somebody else have a question? We want to get our pendulum going here. We've got to get it warmed up. Maybe it's a little chilly up in here. So anybody ask any question, let's see how well the pendulum is going to be troublesome or if it's just being stubborn. This is funny. It's funny, really it is. I've never had my pendulum not stop and not answer a question yet. So let's see what we got in store. So who wants to ask the question? Any of my moderators, you know that this works, so maybe come up with a question or just one random, really. Okay, so here we go. For Daisy, the unknown, will Daisy and her friend make amends? Okay, so that's a yes, Daisy. And then Jessica, she said, Pendulum, you are being stubborn tonight, aren't you? Is my pendulum being stubborn tonight? We got a bit of a yes, so it's being stubborn. Oh, look at that. See, we got a yes. Jessica. So yeah, so we're getting a yes, it's being stubborn tonight. It's being choosy, I guess, as well, because I'm kind of put that down. So now it's being choosy on its own accord, I think. All right, so now we're going to try this question again for Miss Tori. We're not giving up on this question, Pendulum, so you better get it right and get it going, because we're going to keep asking the question until you answer. So, is Miss Tori going to get her job employment through Tails Pet Resort, please? And thank you, Spirit. Still nothing. Why? Miss Tori, is there a different question or a way that we can make this work for you? I have never had my pendulum not do anything. It's being temperamental, so we're going to give it a flick. There. Now we should be getting readings like this. Yes, that's a yes. This is a no. This is a yes. We have to kick it into high gear, okay? So let's give it a flick in the ass. Ding. And you better start answering questions, Pendulum, because I'm not having this nonsense happen. All right? You know the rules. Now get to work. All right. Now I have that little chat with my pendulum. I think we might be able to get something going here. So, Pendulum, are you able to answer questions tonight, or is it too busy for your schedule? Are you going to answer questions tonight, Pendulum? Oh, you're going to switch it to a no now. Oh, I guess it's being moody. Well, you better get rid of that mood, Pendulum, because we want answers. We want you to answer the questions that are being asked of you. I know you don't work this much. It's not like you to work hard, right? So don't make it hard on yourself. So are you going to give me an answer in regards to Miss Tori's employment situation? Is she going to gain employment from the Tails Pet Resort? Simple yes or no. Oh, now you feel like answering. So there you go. There you go. There is your yes. Temperamental. Okay, you can stop. Yay! Finally an answer. Thank you, Pendulum, for your work, for your services. I appreciate them. Thank you very much. I'm sorry for flicking you, but I had to get you moving. All right. So I've never experienced that in all the readings that we've done with the pendulum. It has never ever not like stood I like still. Like I never seen that, just still like that. Not even a budge. So, you know, we usually have like really good yeses and nos when we get these questions. Okay, so Karina, we're going to use you as an example. Is so and so, is Fernando interested in Karina? Unfortunately, there is not an interest there for you, Miss Karina. Sorry about that. I just give the messages as, no sugarcoating. At least you know where you stand in the situation. So Fernando is not interested in Karina, right? So no, he's not interested. Sorry, love. Time to put your energy into somebody else. Somebody else is deserving of your energy. Apparently, Fernando is not in any state of being reciprocative at this time. At least at this point, things can change like in a matter of hours, as far as situations, right? Oh, Red Moon, by the way, you're supposed to be having a free reading. You ended up earning a free reading like a few weeks ago. And on New Year's Eve, if you remember, I believe I drew for a couple readings where you had your reading done on the New Year's marathon one that we had. Yeah, I need to find out about that one that we had scheduled. Well, I wrote it down for January 31st for that. I think we did a few draws there, and because I have your name for the 31st there. Um, yeah, because I remember that you mentioned that you were quite busy, that your schedule wasn't allotting you a lot of time. So if I'm able to do that for you, I know it was, I believe, for only a 15-minute one, but 15 minutes is 15 minutes, right? Either or, right? So if you want to book it this weekend, let me know now and I can mark it in. We have the free draw day tomorrow, so I want to be sure to be doing those ones. So I need to find out when you need to do this, if at all possible. Either that or you can email me and let me know too as well, but I need to, get in touch with you. I don't think I have your I don't think I have your email or any emails from you yet, so I don't have a way of contacting you other than through YouTube. Um, so this weekend, do you want to just use that question that you're asking now for your reading as part of your reading? And we can throw that question in there as well, and whatever other questions you have. We'll do your 15-minute. I have time on Saturday. Sunday's my day off, but if you want to book it for Sunday, if Sunday works better for you, let me know. I usually try to take my Sundays off, but we'll see how that goes. Um, okay, so I can put you in Saturday, say for what time Saturday? I'm just trying to think my schedule because draw time's at 3. So do you have time, say like around noon or 1 o'clock? Is daytime better or is it evenings better for me to do this for you because I don't know what your schedule is like? And if we do it Saturday, then you're pretty open as far as like even after we do a live stream or whatever. Okay, so why don't I put you in for after we do the live draw at usually at 3, 4 o'clock. So we'll pin you in for 6 either 6 p.m. Saturday or before 3. So either 12, 1, 2, or 6 o'clock. Which one do you want? What time right now? It is 9:45 where I am. I'm on Pacific Standard Time. So if you're in the East Coast, you're 3 hours ahead of me. So it's like going on midnight wherever anybody on the East Coast is, right? There you go. This is in the house. All right. Give me 1 sec. Anyway, I'm back. Sorry about that. My little kitty's been throwing up the last couple of days, so I'm wondering if she's going to be okay. I think she's caught a cold, but I think that she went out and got jiggy with another cat that comes by to visit her a lot. So, okay, so 6. So you want me to do you after the live stream? Okay, so let me write that down. And then, so 6 p.m. So, send me an email though. Then that way I have a way to communicate with you, and then I can give you my direct line that you can reach me at, that we can do the reading over the phone. And that way then we can do it that way, or we'll figure something out otherwise. Okay, so you're penned in for this Saturday at 6 p.m. after the live stream. And that's for 15 minutes. Okay, so that one has been appointment set. Okay, so that's done. Okay, so okay, so we're gonna keep your questions for your reading tomorrow. We'll see how that one pans out tomorrow. Unless you want that one question answered tonight, then we can do that, seeing as you're getting your reading tomorrow anyway. So Melanie Samuels, did you subscribe to the channel? Have you liked the content in the video? Before we do your reading, leave your comment after your question gets answered by the pendulum. Hopefully, we won't have such stubbornness coming from the pendulum. And then I'm going to take a 10-minute break, and then I'll be back because it's already going almost 2 hours, right? Okay, so we're going to ask the pendulum. So Melanie Samuels wants to know, is there a possibility of pregnancy for her? And she's a fire sign. So is there a possibility of a pregnancy coming up for her? Is there a pregnancy in the works for Melanie? It's saying a small yes. There's a portion of it. Yeah, it's not quite strong enough. So maybe it's not going to be in the next little while, but it could be future down the road where the connection is a bit stronger for your situation, possibly. Is there a pregnancy in the cards for her at all? So there definitely is. It's giving a yes, in regards to that question. So, but not in the near future, like not in the immediate, like right now, kind of today, tomorrow, or like in this week. I'm not sure. Anything over 2 weeks, I can't be sure of. So, yeah. Okay. Okay. So you wanted, how will he feel when you tell him that you don't want this anymore? The connection, you mean? Okay. All right. So Red Moon wants to know if now is a good time to confess to the person she's connecting with right now. Is it a good time to confess whatever it is she wants to confess to him at this point? Will he receive it well? He will receive it well. He's going to have to like it or lump it kind of thing, though. You know what I mean? So if that's what you feel you need to do, then that's what, you're going to choose to do. How he receives it, he's obviously going to receive it however it's given, right? So, um, if you need to, is he going to receive it in a negative way? So it's definitely going to get received in a very negative light. So, be cautious of how you put the delivery of whatever this confession that you're doing. But it is going to be seen as a really hard situation to maybe, for him to take on. So I don't know if that might not be such a good idea right now as far as situation. I think you should build up to it, not just give it a blow, like give him the blow and just throw it all on him. I don't think he would receive it very well. So, um, if there's other options available, you might want to just kind of weigh on that and figure out if there's a better way to deliver this message that you need to deliver. I don't think right now it could be a situation based on his side that he's dealing with that's giving us that answer, or he may just overall not be ready for what you're about to say. But the honesty, has to be said, right? If it's, rubbing you the wrong way, that you should tell him. By all means, use your discretion your own discretion as far as how you deliver the message, that would be less of a blow to him, maybe, energy wise. So just rethink how your delivery of whatever it is that you need to give him. I'm going to pull a card on that though too, Red Moon, because it is a relationship kind of issue. I wouldn't want you to be walking in blindsided by any situation. So, just like I did for Sim Parade earlier today, I did that one for her as well. That, when you're dealing with this kind of energy and other people's emotions, it's best to have the best suited information to be able to give, for situations like that, that you're not putting yourself into danger or causing an upheaval in somebody else's life, right? We definitely don't want to cause any pain or heartache to people that we interact with on a daily basis, right? So we want to be able to be kind and come from a place of compassion and understanding, right? As far as how do you think he's going to receive it? If it was you wearing in his shoes, how would you be receiving it? Um, yeah, so the world is backing you on this. It is something that you do need to resolve, in regards to asking the universe to kind of, give you signs of when is the best time to do it. Um, and on the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles, right? So you've been waiting a long time for this moment, but I think you should really weigh on it, and just see, give it some time to kind of, you know, lessen the blow. I don't know. Like I'm drawn in between the two, and I'm getting that's what it's been like for you as well. Is that you're being pulled in different directions on how to deal with this. So that you may be having people give you advice that might not be the best advice. And so the universe is kind of blocking their energy towards it. They don't want to have ill intent ever when we, kind of talk to somebody about our feelings, right? But we shouldn't hide the truth, right? We shouldn't lead people on. We shouldn't give them a false hope. You know what I mean? So, in regards to sharing that, whatever it is, really take time and ponder it for a bit longer and ask the universe to give you signs, and maybe there's a situation on his side that he's kind of dealing with when the best time is for you to deliver the message. um, I'm going to pull one more card. This is a really sticky situation. I'm feeling red moon for both sides, and I understand how serious this is, in regards to you and wanting to get it off your chest, but confessing to something is never an easy thing to do. Like especially when you're in a relationship or ending a relationship, is very, very hard. Um, oh, okay. All right. I think now if you end up telling him, he's going to take it as a literal blow. It's not going to be a very positive. How how you execute this is not going to be positive. That's simple as that. Um, but also picking this time right now is probably not a benefit. The Eight of Pentacles is in the right side up. So you're thinking, you're putting some thought into this. As far as his feelings, you're going to flip his world upside down. Um, like Eight of Cups in reverse, it's not going to go well. It's not going to create new beginnings. Um, it's it's not going to benefit. You're not neither one of you is going to benefit from this information. And I feel like he is, like the knight in shining armor. He's wanting to move forward with you on maybe a more intimate thing that he has been having a hard time maybe expressing himself lately. Um, but I definitely feel that there is possibly a third party in this situation, because now we have the Queen in reverse. It's going to support him on his journey. So there could be a third party situation happening here, from one side or the other. But I feel that it's his energy that he maybe has kind of invested into having you as his queen, kind of thing. But you're not feeling it. But it's not going to come to fruition. Um, but he did have good intentions, as far as they might not have been visible at this point, but the intention on his part, moving in towards that direction. But now that you want to confess something, this could rip this whole thing down for you. The positivity within that and the hurt that's it's going to possibly cause someone. Really rethink this seriously. Think it out. See if it's something that you can't work through. But the honesty, that you're trying to have, is going to have definitely an effect on the situation, 100%. So really be sure that this is what you want, and if it's what you want, and and it's just not benefiting being in this relationship. Um, um, I think he's I don't think he's going to be very receptive, um, as far as that's concerned. I think he's trying to build up to um, taking this to a different level of a relationship. Like the relationship is taking a forward step, but when you tell him your feelings that aren't there, it's gonna hit him hard. So I don't know. I can't give you a yes or no on which way to do this, but you have a better idea as to his personality and stuff and how he's going to receive it. But I don't see it as being a very positive. I see better results if you express them, but also find out where he stands. for whatever situation happened between you guys, I think it's workable. You can maybe try to work through it if the feelings are there. But if it's hurt you, in exchange, you want to hurt him, is not a good way to go about it. And that's what I'm feeling. It's not going to be a positive if you kind of pull the rug out from beneath his feet and tell him that you were never had the feelings for him in the first place. I think would be more of a harder blow than just saying, where can we go from here? And actually sitting down. And if you guys can't come to an understanding together, then you leave, both sides leave amicable, right? So you're leaving with an understanding that it just didn't work. Okay, so that's what I'm just kind of advising you in that direction. Be very careful as how you tread this one, because there could have been a different level that maybe he was seeing that he was actually coming forward to say to you, but now that you're not going to be feeling it, and he was a little bit late to the party, kind of with his feelings. I think I would wait it out, and I would, kind of find the energy and see where he's coming from before you deliver that, because I don't think that's what his intention that he wants from the relationship. I think he wants to move it forward, but is unsure how to do that because maybe you're not reciprocating emotion to him just because, right? So you're in a sticky situation is all I know. But it doesn't have to be, but to each their own. I don't know. Um, so I would really, chalk it up and figure out what is the best way to approach it. Okay. Hang on one second, guys. Okay. I just gotta take like a 5 minute break here. I just gotta go look after my kitty cat. She's not been feeling well. One sec. Okay, come on, Trinity. Hmm? Just one sec, guys. I just gotta give her something. So, anyways, back to that. Well, we can discuss it more, Red Moon, tomorrow. So we don't have to, you know, go through too much today. Okay. Just give my baby a. Her stomach's been upset, so she's been kind of, picking and choosing when she wants to get sick. And I don't want her getting sick no more, so I just have to give her something else for her tummy. See if that one stays down better. All right, so hopefully she'll do okay with that. I don't think she's never been sick before, so I think maybe either she got knocked up over the last few days and is having the symptoms of pregnancy, which could be, I don't know. But I'll tell you, the cat that she did end up hooking up with is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous color, gorgeous black and white Maine Coon, big boy. He's a big boy. Um, Amazing looking cat though, very beautiful. Okay, so I just am back now. All right, so Red Moon. Yeah, she got sick twice last night. Then she got sick again this afternoon. And she's not like the hard kibble that she's on. She's not been able to digest it all of a sudden. So I don't know why she's getting sick on that. But anyway, so So who? There was somebody that popped in there. I thought. Where did I see that? Was it on this one? Um, who's on the dark side of what? Oh, Jessica, you wanted to find out about pendulum for expanding your family. Okay. Um, we can find that out. We'll see if the pendulum is willing to work now. Pendulum, are you willing to answer questions now? Okay, so we got some mixed message there, but overall we got a yes. Okay, so then pendulum, you can stop. Pendulum, is Jessica going to be expanding her family this year in 2019? Is Jessica planning to have a baby this year? Will it come to fruition, please? Will Jessica be having a baby? Well, there you go. There's a yes. We got a strong yes. A very strong yes. Can we get any stronger of a yes, please? So definitely you're going to expand. You're going to have another baby. I don't know when. Um, Stop pendulum. Will she become pregnant in the first part of this year? She'll definitely be pregnant in the next 6 months, is what it's saying. So 6 months she should be pregnant. Will she become pregnant in the first 6 months? Wow. Okay. So within the next 6 months, you should be counting on being pregnancy test coming out positive. Okay. So I'm going to head out here, you guys. I'm going to take off for a bit. But I'll see you all tomorrow, 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time for the live draw tomorrow. Um, and anybody that has a reading outstanding with me, please email me. I'll get Alicia, or I mean Daisy or Jessica, to type my email address in there so you guys have it again. Write it down and email me so that I know when I open it that it's RE reading, right? And just put, as to what it was, what it's pertaining to, because I don't always open every single email on them, because I do get the spam ones that are from people that I don't answer. So please just put reading and okay on the subject line, and then I'll know which ones are the ones that are legit people instead of the spam bots that I do get. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a blessed evening. Friday night is time for partying. So if you drink and drive, please take a cab home. Do not, drive on the roads drunk. And with that message, I'll be leaving you all with positive intentions until tomorrow. Enjoy your evening. Have some rest, enjoy it, and just kick back and relax, because it can't get any worse than what it is now. We've got a lot of good energy, and I don't see anything going for, anything for the wrong intentions leaving this meeting, leaving the channel tonight. So um, I sent one, but didn't put. Okay, so I'll look for that. I think I have you under a different name. Or no, that's somebody else. So I'm getting confused with someone else. So if you're planning on going out, have a good time, but remember to take a cab if you're drinking and driving. We don't want to have any major accidents or lives taken from us due to drinking and driving. All right, so be good, be fresh, and we'll see you on the flip side of tomorrow. All right. You guys have a blessed evening. If there's anything you need me for, feel free to email me. Um, if you've got questions or situations that you need information on, we can discuss that more privately. If it was something that you didn't want to talk about on chat, we have the privacy, veil right there. So if you want to just send me an email on it, feel free. All right. Because that's what we're here for. We're here to help everybody move in a positive, upright, content, happy spirits, right? Even when we get delivered some of the negative stuff, we have to kind of take it for what it is and learn to work with it, to turn it into a positive. So with that, I see you guys tomorrow, 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time for the draw, and